Hello and welcome to my food channel. This is Chef Sahar Morkos. Today I will share with you an improved recipe of Jerusalem bagels. For those who have taken the recipe from me before, they will notice I made some amendments to it which made it really taste like the one in Jerusalem. Okay, so I made half a kilo, 500 grams of flour, 1 tablespoon of yeast, 3 tablespoons of sugar, a pinch of salt, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1.5 tablespoon of powdered milk, and 1.5, even less slightly, of warm water. And for like a water bath, I used water, sugar, and roasted sesame. Okay, we start by preparing our yeast mixture, which is 1 tablespoon of yeast and 3 tablespoons of sugar, and top it with some tap water. Try to cover it so that it will leaven more. Now I am going to mix the dry ingredients. As you see, I have the flour here, the salt, and the dry milk only. The dry milk is very, very good. You can use, instead of dry milk, malt powder, which enhances your pastry. I prefer coffee mate or powdered milk. It does the same job, trust me. So the dry ingredients are thoroughly mixed. Now I'm tipping in my oil, which is 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Mixing it slightly until my yeast is ready. Okay, our yeast is ready. Yeah, it didn't double its size because it's only 1 yeast to 3 sugar, but at least it did that bubbly surface, which means it's ready. And now I will be adding my warm water. For 500 grams of flour, I used 1 mug and like a third of water. The kind of pastry we will get at the end is a sticky pastry, not watery, sticky. As you see, this is the pastry you will get. It's sticky like a glue. And our pastry now will be ready. I had a bit of extra flour on the side. Always whenever you do a sticky pastry, like for pizza, for some pasties, you need always to have on the side some extra flour. So I put some extra flour above and underneath my, my dough, and I cover it for 30 minutes to prove, and then again for another 30 minutes. So altogether for 60 minutes. Now, after 30 minutes, you need to take out the air of your pastry. And then the second time, you see, I'm taking it out and taking out again the air out of it and putting it onto my on my pastry sheet. Again, if you feel it is very sticky for you to handle, add a bit of flour. It's okay, but it should be sticky like this and very soft. Now I will be slicing this amount. For me, it made 5 bagels. My advice, don't wear any gloves. It is a bit tricky for me to work with this pastry while wearing gloves because it's really, really sticky. And now I will be like rolling it out in length, not in circles, like in ovally shape, and then rolling them in. It's a very soft and relaxed pastry. After forming them in like into balls, it's better to leave them just for 2-3 minutes, because you already like work them out. If you find it a bit difficult, for me it was okay. And as you see, I'm doing that ovally shape, and then I will roll them like a cigar. I left the one side open, as you see, to put the other side in and then press it. And this will make it not open when you bake it. Okay, I will prepare all of them and then show you what's next. So after I rolled them, I left them to relax for like 5 minutes so that it will be easier for me to stretch them. Okay, now I'm stretching them in more length. Okay, it's very, very easy because it's a very, very soft pastry. And after I roll them in length like this, it should be really thin. Don't worry, it will go thick. The water bath I used here is water and 3 tablespoons of sugar. Yeah, that's the change, one of the changes I made. It should be this gave the authentic taste of Jerusalem bagels. When I used black honey, it gave a soury taste. It's more like the Turkish bagels, not like the Jerusalem bagels. Jerusalem bagels tend to be a bit sweeter, a touch sweeter than the Turkish one. And then I dip them into my sesame. It's roasted sesame. You can use just white sesame, whatever you have. And put them on trays layered with some baking sheets and leave them for another 40 minutes. Okay, this is how they will look like after 40 minutes. I bake them in the oven, in a very, very hot oven, 200 Celsius, operating the bottom and the top and not a fan assisted. It's a very, very tasty recipe, and it's crunchy from the inside. We usually eat it with extra virgin olive oil and some oregano, ground oregano or ground thyme, which is za'atar, and with some vegetables or some feta cheese or any vintage cheese. I hope you like my recipe. If you like my recipe, here I opened it. Look how it looks like from the inside. Hit the like, activate the bell so that you will be always notified with my new recipe. Thank you for watching and see you again.